And you know, it's just the same as what David Attenborough is saying. Saying that, you know, for a long time, the people who were talking about these things, talking about the climate change coming, the endangered animals on the red list, you know, those people felt like that they were just crying out in the wilderness and nobody was hearing them. And now things are a bit different because there's some huge global movement. I don't know when it started, but it's really big now. And I can really feel that. I don't know if it was just because I'm thinking about it a lot. But I think that it's real. It's not wishful thinking, it's real. And I believe that now is the time we can really make a big start in these generations, you know. We can do something really different from before. We can do something to completely change the world and change our system. Our Earth system is already changed. It's beyond our control maybe already. And that's only a testing ground for what people can do. What we can do. We can give better, you know, to our kids' generation and what will come after. We can give much better than what we've gotten from the past generations. And you know, we think a lot about the jungles and rainforest and gorillas and orangs and saving the tiger projects in Nepal, and you know, a lot of it is looking pretty good, you know. It's going well. People are really caring about that. But right here, you know, close by, we've got a much bigger immediate problem, yeah, in Central Europe. Growing up, you know, where I'm from Ireland, and growing up, I didn't see any big hunting birds. We don't have bears and wolves. We don't have lynx. We don't have bison. You know, we've got foxes and stuff, and we've got mostly country of farmland and man-made forest, you know. And the reality is a lot of Europe is like that already. But here, right in Central Europe, we've got one of the last real wild places, yeah. Last year at Standing Rock, the Native American tribes, you know, all came together for the first time. The water protectors did a pretty good job and showed us what can really happen, you know, and gave me a really big hope for the future, what we can do. And right now in the forest, it's not so far away from here. And maybe a lot of people don't think about it this way, but you know, we are engineers, you know. Our biggest skill is the skill of transformation. We can transform one thing into another thing. We can transform one place into something completely different. And that works both ways. We have that ability, and we have that drive to create and transform. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing. That drive can be really something good. That drive can be the motivation for changing the world, saving the world, and bringing back the natural places. First protecting the wild places that we have, that still exist, and then replanting, you know. Look what's going on in Africa right now. They're making the green wall across the whole of Africa. It started in Senegal, and it brought back the water supplies. You know, the wells have water again. The rains are staying, and the water is being collected in the ground. That's working. You know, this is our last forest. You know, they say they're cutting it down to protect the forest. They're also selling the wood. It's a testing ground. Next, the Great North Forest. What else? What will we have left? You know, the air pollution in Central Europe is bad enough as it is without yet taking away our forest. It's protecting us. That's keeping us alive. So that's our safeguard for the future.